Okay, I think we can start now. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your interest to join this session. So as for today's webinar, I'm going to show you introduction on TI BA2 Plus Financial Calculator. So before I start, as I informed previously, this is going to be a hands-on demo. So throughout the session, I will show you some examples or scenarios. Then I will show you steps on how to get the answer for each questions. So for those who is having a financial calculator, TIBA2 Plus with you, you can try the questions that I will show you throughout the session, right? Okay, so before I start, I would like to introduce um, our company. So basically, Statworks Group is focused on computational analytics, which we are focused on AI, machine learning, and data science, and also education technology. So our HQ based in Malaysia, and we have sister company in Singapore and also India. So our key markets is government, oil and gas, financial, engineering, and academic, and so on. So as you can see from my slide, this is Statworks major customer who are using Texas Instrument technology, from scientific calculator to financial calculator and also graphing calculator. So our main customer is public secondary schools, where all over Malaysia, they are over than 500 secondary schools in Malaysia is using our technology, and followed by leading universities such as UPSI, UITM, and UMS. And then Research Institute, Simio-Rexam in Penang, also using our calculator for the past 10 years. International school, like for example, IB program, they are using our calculator because it's a compulsory for them to use in their IB syllabus. Okay. Apart from that, teachers training colleges, they are using as well. Private colleges like Sunway, Taylor's, KDU, KBU, Methodist College, and those who is having Australian and Canadian International Pre-U program is using our calculator. And also Polytechnic and matriculation, because they are aware the importance of using the technology, so they also buying on their own initiative to be used in the class. Okay, and then okay, I know, I believe that most of us is aware on scientific calculator, but not everyone has exposure in financial calculator. So basically, our BA2 Plus financial calculator is made for students to business professionals. As you can see from my previous screen, it is widely used in local universities, private colleges, and also professional body certifications. So I can say that it's easy to use because of the interface. It has a simple button and time-saving function, because let's say you want to calculate complex equation, it will save your time with a simple interface. Okay. Um, the below part, the bottom part is courses, the courses that can use our financial calculators, such as finance, marketing, accounting, real estate, banking, and so on. So our calculator, BA2 Plus, is approved for use on these professional exams like CFP, CFA, GARP, and also CMA. So I can say that this is one-time investment where you can use the financial calculator starting from your university level until your professional career. Okay, So before I start, maybe I can introduce type of financial calculator that we have. So basically we have two types, which is the basic one is a BAII plus financial calculator, and more advanced version is BA2 plus professional. This is normally used by advanced business analysts. What makes it different? The BA2 plus professional has additional 5 more features like an FV, MIRR, modified duration, payback, and discount payback. Normally, like like university level, they will use a BA2 plus financial calculator. Okay, depends on the usage. Like professional certificate, they might need to have the BA2 plus professional. Okay, so this is how the latest look of our financial calculators. So basically, it divided into several worksheets. So I can show you here. For example, if you want to calculate cash flow analysis, so it will have you need to use that 3 buttons: CF, NPV, IRR. Same goes to if you want to calculate time value of money. We have also amortization, statistic, bond, break-even, worksheet, profit, and so on. So depending on what type of calculation that you want to use, so you might need to click on the right button. Okay. So for as today webinar, I'm going to use TI emulator. Can you see my TI emulator screen on the right of my slide? Can you see the emulator screen?
No.
No.
Uh,
Please share.
can you see it now?
No.
You know.
Okay, let me check again. Okay, hold on, yeah. Let me check again.
Okay.
Now I'm sharing my screen. Okay. You can see my slide, right?
Yes.
How about the emulator now?
No.
Right.
Just see the emulator of the IBA2 plus.
Yes. Can you see that?
Yes.
No. Only the slide screen is there.
Slide screen.
Where
Only the slide.
Okay.
Only the heading.
Yes. Now I can see. Yes.
Okay. Now you can see the slides together with emulator, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Is everyone can see? I
Yeah.
have my slides and also
Yeah. Yeah.
my
Yes.
emulator on my right. Okay. Good.
Share.
Okay, so basically, this is the emulator of TIBA2 Plus. It's basically same features as a physical calculators, but normally the emulator will be used by teachers or lecturers. Okay, So throughout the session, I'm going to show an example and I will show you how to get the answer using the emulator. So if lecturer or teachers that is having the emulator, basically you can have two versions of emulator, which you can switch the version from professional to students. Okay, so as for today, I'm going to show on a student's calculator. Sorry, because the emulator is the old version of the calculator, but the features is still the same. Okay, right. So I will start with a finance topic. Basically, I have 5 examples here, but I'm not going to show all examples. I will pick and choose 1 or 3 examples. But then if you need further training, um, or further training, you can contact us after this. Okay. So for the first topic, okay, I will give one scenario, and then maybe you can read from this, and then after that, we will try uh, to uh, we will try to what we call check the value, what is the PV, what is the I per Y, what is the N. So I hope that you have a basic finance knowledge in order for you to use PA2 plus financial calculator. So as for the first example, um, okay, this is the scenarios. We are going to extract the data value. For example, from the examples, the present value is 5,000. The interest rate per year is 6, and the period is 3. Okay, so maybe I can start with to show you the basic features of the of the financial calculator. So basically, this is on and off button. Okay, the function that is printed in yellow basically is a secondary function where you need to press second button, and then for example you press clear TVM in order for you to access that functions. Okay, so for example you want to format your calculator, you press second, format. Okay, and then you press enter. So this is how this financial calculator works. So basically this is the numbers button together with a positive and negative buttons, and then basic operational, and then depending on the worksheet that you are going to use. For example, for this 3 button is for the cash flow, and then this is for the time value of money. Okay, we also have statistic, bond, and so on. Okay, based on my first questions, my first example. Okay, so after we extract the data, PV is 5,000, I per Y is 6, and equals to 3, and equals to number of period. So how you are going to insert all this value in your financial calculator? So first of all, you have to know that we are going to use time value of money worksheet. So it will be these 5 buttons, 5 main buttons together with the secondary button, secondary function in yellow. Okay, so for example, you want to key in present value. Okay, press second quit, you turn on your financial calculator, and then you key in PV equals to 5,000. Okay, why is 5,000? There's a negative there because it's come out from your pocket. You need to invest 5,000. So you need to key in negative 5,000. So the way you key in is you press 5,000 and then you press negative. You need to use this button. Okay. And then you press PV for present value. Okay. And then interest rate per year is 6. So you press number 6 and then you press I per Y. Okay, so the back arrow button is to confirm that you already store the value in that button. Okay, and then N equals to 3 years. So you press 3 and then you press N. So in this question, you want to find the future value, okay, which is FV. So what you need to do is you press compute and then FV. Okay, so you'll get the answer of the future value. The asterisk means a final answer. Okay.
Semua is me ni. Oh, dia dengar yang cakap. Tak cari hati ni. Tak faham.
Okay. Is okay because someone said that no audio. You need to press join audio in order for you to hear my voice. Okay. Okay, right. So can you make the emulator smaller? I can, but it will be quite small here. Is this size better or is it too small? Because I only have two size. Okay, too small, so I will make it bigger. Okay, right? Okay, so for the next questions, okay, so this is to compute amount to borrow and to calculate what is the down payment. So for example, I have these questions. You consider buying a car for 15,100. The finance company charge 7.5 APR compounded monthly on a 48-month loan. If you can afford a monthly payment of $3 to $5, how much can you borrow? How much do you need for a down payment? So basically in these questions, we need to find our present value and also what is the value of our down payment. Okay. So in order for me to start a calculation, because you have to remember that it will share the same, because in one worksheet, we are going to share a same place. So before I start with a new calculation, I advise you all to clear the worksheet in order for you to get a wrong answer. So what you need to do is press second and then clear TVM. Okay, and then press clear. Okay. So for these questions, I extract the value P per Y is 12. Okay, period per year is 12 because it says compounded monthly, and then N equals to 48 month. Interest rate per year is 7.5 and payment is 325. So the first step is after you reset the calculator, you need to set payment per year to 12 because by default it will be 1, which is for annually. In order for you to change the period per year, payment per year, you need to press second and then P per Y. Okay, payment per year. So you change the payment per year to 12, press 12 and then press enter. Okay, from here you need to quit from P per Y mode. You press second, quit. Okay, to return to standard calculator mode. Okay, and then because of the N, the period equals to 48, so you press 48 and then you press N. Okay, interest rate per year is 7.5, so 7.5 I per Y. Okay. So your payment is 3 to 5. you need to put the negative value because you take out money from your pocket. So it will be 3 to 5 and then negative and then PNT for payment. Okay. Negative sign represent an investment. Okay, cash outflow. So you need to put negative. Okay, so now you want to compute loan amount. You press compute and then you press PV. Okay, so you get the value of PV. And then you want to know what is your down payment. Okay, so for down payment, because of you have 15,100, you need to minus with this amount minus with 15,100. Okay. Okay, so basically, because PV present value, your loan amount, so you need to minus, okay, 15,100. Okay, because to compute down payment, you need to press negative and then press equal button. So your down payment is 1658. As I said, negative value is for the cash outflows. Okay. All right. Okay, so for the next questions. Okay, so question number 3. Emma estimates that it will cost her daughter 55K to attend college in 4 years. How much should she invest today at an annual interest rate of 8% compounded monthly to be able to send her daughter to college in 4 years? Okay, so first, as usual, we need to extract the data. Okay. So from the questions, we will get the value. Payment per year is 12, and then the period is 4 years, and then interest rate per year is 8% compounded monthly, and then he needs to have 55K in future, so it will be future value, right? So you press clear TVM, second button, and then clear TVM. So first you need to key in P per Y. Okay, payment per year. So second P per Y. Because of your previous data is P per Y, so it will remains the number 12 there. Okay, you just press enter to confirm the value, and then you press second quit. Okay. So for P per Y, you need to check manually because once you press clear TVM, it won't change the value of P per Y. So you have to make sure it's tally with your questions. So let's say it says annually, you need to put value 1. So let's say it says compounded monthly, you need to put value 12. So you have to be careful with P per Y. Okay, so for N, supposed to be 48, which is for 4 years because we put as monthly. So 48, and then we press N. Interest rate per year will be 8. Okay, so press 8 and then I per Y, and then future value 55,000. So you press 55,000. And then press FV. So what is your present value? You press compute and then you press PV. Okay, so means Emma will need to invest 39,000 $980.63. Okay. All right. Okay. I think maybe some of you, I think maybe because of the screen size also, some feels that this size is too big, and then some says this size is too small. But I can't do anything because of the setting. But then never mind if you because I only have two size. So try to maybe you can follow the steps. Okay. Right. Okay, for the next questions. Okay, this is for to find NPV, IRR, and MIRR. So here is the questions. The initial investment is 7 million. Okay, and then the cost of capital is 15%. Okay, so this is the value. This is the, because if you see from the image here, value is 7 million. So negative sign because it's a cash outflow. Okay, for the first year, Restart Financial need to invest 5 million. Okay, for the second year, 3 million. Okay, for the third year, also 3 million. And then for the fourth year is 1 million with cost of capital is 15%. Okay, I will go to the next slide. Okay.
Your
Okay,
slide
so
is
the
not clear. I can't.
is
Your slide is not clear. I can't see. I can't see properly because it's not clear.
not clear. You mean the font size, is it?
The slide. Maybe you have to zoom in.
I'm in the, I don't know whether is it because of the font size is too small for you?
I think so.
No, I think the server is lagging.
I think your internet
Okay,
network
then.
is poor.
Okay, maybe I will need to read the scenarios. Okay. Okay. Restart Financial. Okay, this is to analyze capital budgeting using NPV, IRR, and also MIRR. Okay, so the scenarios is Restart Financial plans to purchase new equipment for several departments for 7 million and expect the annual cash flow associated with the equipment investment below over the next 4 years. So in the image at my slide, so basically the first initial investment will be 7 million. Okay, and then for the second year is 5 million. Sorry, for the first year 5 million. For the second year 3 million. For the third year also 3 million, and then for the fourth year is 1 million. Okay, so the cost of capital is 15%. Okay, so how you are going to calculate NPV, IRR, and also MIR in financial calculator. Okay, so first you need to press reset button. Second, clear TVM, and then clear. Okay, so we need to set the okay, because we are going to use cash flow worksheet, we need to reset the worksheet by pressing clear work. Okay, So my initial investment will be 7 million. And then you press minus button. Okay. So the financial calculator will give you indicator here line in a screen. So
We can
it shows here
hear.
there is a up and down arrow. Hello.
Suara tersekat-sekat.
Hello everyone. Sorry for interrupting video here. Maybe the presenter has a problem in the internet connection, so please be patient and I hope it's going well. Thank you.
Connection. Can you my screen together with the emulator?
So far we didn't see the emulator.
Okay. Let me check again. Share. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
How about the emulator?
Yes, but it's not really clear. Maybe because of your internet connection is really low right now, maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I will repeat question number 5. Okay. So for question number 5, because we are going to use cash flow worksheet. Okay. So for cash flow, we are going to use these 3 buttons, CF, NPV, and also IRR. Okay, so in order for us to use, first we need to reset. So to reset cash flow button, you need to press second, clear work. Okay, so for initial investment, it will be 7 million. Okay, so what you need to do is you press CF. Okay, so CFO is for initial investment. So you put 7 million. And then you need to put negative sign because it is cash outflow. Okay, and then you need to press enter to confirm the value. Okay, all right. So for the next step, you can see there is up and down arrow here. So because of this financial calculator, it only have one line. So in order for you to key in the next value, you press down arrow. Okay. So for the first year of investment, you need to put 5 million. you can always press up and down arrow button in order for you to edit or to confirm the value. Okay, so for the first year of investment is 5 million. So you press 5 million and then you press enter. Okay, FO1 means frequency. So because it happens for 1 year, so remain as 1. Okay, and then press arrow down. CO2. Second year of investment is 3 million. So you press 3 million. And then you press enter. Okay. So for FO2, because of the value of year 2 and year 3 is the same, so we don't need to repeat the step. We just change the frequency to B2. Means that the value of year 2 and year 3 is the same. So you press enter button. Okay. And the last one is year 4. The value is 1 million. And then you press enter to confirm the value. Okay. And then you press second quit. Okay. Now because of the question saying that, okay, I will go to the next slide. The question saying that what is the NPV value? So in order for us to calculate NPV, we press NPV button. So you can see you need to key in I value, which is for interest. So you press 15%. 1, 5, and then press enter. Okay. And then you press arrow down to compute the value of NPV. So you can see from the financial calculator at the top of the screen, it appears as compute. So you press compute button. Okay. So as you can see, the NPV value is positive. So Restart Financial likely to proceed with the investment because it is negative value. And also if it is negative, the investment will probably not have been RS best interest. Okay. And then the next one is what is the IRR value? To find the IRR value, you need to press IRR button. And then you need to press compute button. So you will get the value of 33.55. Okay. The cost of the land is worth to pursue. Okay. Okay. So for the next one, MIRR, as I mentioned previously, you can calculate the value of MIRR in BA2 Plus Professional only. Okay, so for BA2 Plus, you can calculate until IRR value. Okay. So basically, if you have BA2 Plus Professional, you can press arrow down and then you can press compute to compute MIRR value. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't know. Maybe the connection today is bad. But never mind. If you lost, because I have a video recorder from my side, it will be clear in my side. So because we will upload the videos in our YouTube channel after the session. I really sorry because of maybe because of the connection. Okay. Right. So for the next example, okay, this is on real estate calculation. Okay, for example, this is to calculate the mortgage payment and generate an amortization table. Okay, so basically, the question is calculate the monthly mortgage payment for a 30-year loan amount of 210K and 6.25 APR and generate an amortization schedule for the first 3 years of the loan. Okay, the calculation for this is quite long because you need to find a amortization table. But never mind, for those who can follow, you can follow the step. Okay, so for real estate, you are going to use amortization table and also time value of money. So first you need to key in the value, this value. Okay, so you need to clear your TVM worksheet. Clear TVM. Okay. So first, what is your number of payment? Your number of payment is 12. Okay. Because it says monthly. Okay. So second, P per Y. Okay. The value is 12. Okay. If you have confirmed, you can press enter and then you can press quit. Okay. And then the period is for 30 years. So we press, okay, because for this question, we are going to use multiplier. Okay, you know that the amount is you count by compounded monthly, but then the years is 30 years. So instead of calculating by yourself, you can use this multiplier function. So for example, the value is 30, you can press this button. You can press 30 and then you can press second xp per y. Means it will times with 12. Okay, because just now you key in p per y equals to 12. And then you press n for the value of, for the period. Okay, so for your PV loan amount, it will be 210,000. 210,000. This is for PV. And then for interest rate per year, it will be 6.25 I per Y. Okay. So in order for you to know what is the monthly payment, you press compute PMT. PMT stands for payment. So this is the monthly value, 1293.01. Okay, so for amortization schedule, what you need to do is you press quit button first, and then can you find one function here, amort, A-M-O-R-T. Okay, because this is the secondary function, you need to press second amort. Okay, amort is stand for amortization. Okay, how you're going to insert this value? Okay, P1 is actually for ending, for beginning period. Okay, first year, first month. Okay, so P1 will be 1. Okay, enter. And then your P2 will be 12, means ending period. Okay, because in 1 year we have 12 months, right? So starting will be 1, the ending will be 12. Okay, for P2 you press 12 and then you press enter. Okay, so you press arrow down. Okay. So if you can see the value here, this is the balance for your first year. Okay. As I said, because it's only 1 and 3 lines, so you need to keep on press arrow down to get the value. And this is the principal value for first year, negative 2460. Okay, what is the value of interest? You press arrow down again to find the interest paid. Okay. So how you are going to calculate for the second year? Okay. Because just now our P1 is 1, our P2 is 12. That is for second year. Sorry, that is for first year. Okay, so for second year, you need to start with 13. Okay, you need to start with 13 and then you press enter. Ending period will be 24 because it is 24th payment. Sorry. Alamak. Wait there. Okay, P1 13, P2 24, and then press enter. So you scroll down to get the balance of second year, and then the principal of second year, and then the interest paid for second year. Same goes to third year. So for third year, you must start with 25 and then press enter. P2 will be 36. Enter. And then to find the balance, press arrow down. Okay. And then this is for principal. And then this is for interest paid. Okay. How you are going to check what is the total amount paid over the 30-year period? Okay. So there's one way you can do. P1 you can start with 1. Enter. P2 you need to start with, you need to put 360. Okay. Because you have 30 years. Okay. So balance will be this value, negative 4.04. Principal will be this value. And interest will be this value. Okay, it's the matter of you need to key in the correct amount of P1 and also P2 depending on the number of the year. Okay, right. Okay, for the next one, this one quite simple. Okay, calculate the effective interest rate for monthly payment with a nominal rate of 10%. Okay, so you need to use I conversion, which means interest conversion worksheet. Where is your interest conversion? Okay, it's at button number 2. Okay, so in order for you to access, you need to press second and then button number 2. Okay, I advise you to clear the worksheet first. Okay. Okay, so what is the nominal rate? Nominal rate will be 10%. So you press 10 and then you press enter. Effective rate. The next one is effective rate. Okay. So because you want to find the value of annual effective rate, so you leave this value as a blank value. Okay, and then you go to the next step for payments per year. So it will be 12 because it calculates as monthly. So you press 12 and then enter. Because you want to find the value of effective rate, you need to press arrow up. Okay, from here, you press compute button. So you will get your effective rate. The value of your effective rate is 10.47%. This is quite straightforward. Okay, right. So The next topic is on accounting and marketing. The answer must in two decimal point only. No, not really, because depends on your setting. Okay. I can show you. Okay, because you can change the setting here. Second, and then format. You can change your decimal point here. Let's say you want it to be 5 decimal point, you press enter. Okay, so if you want to remain as 2, you press enter. So if you scroll down, basically you can find whether you want to have degree. So if you want to know what button you need to press, you check here. So if it says set, means you need to press set in order for you to toggle the setting. Okay. So this is for date, this is for currency, this is for chain value. Okay, so you can find the setting in format button. Okay, so the next question will be using the break-even point. Okay, the scenario is an electronics company sell MP3 players for $299 each. The unit variable cost is $110 and the fixed costs are $350K. How many MP3 players must be sold to break even? So for this type of questions, we have a worksheet called break even. It is at number 6 button. Okay, so you press second, break even. Okay. So your fixed cost is 340K. Okay, and then you press enter. Your variable cost per unit, VC, variable cost per unit is 110, and then you press enter. Next one is your P is for your unit price. So unit price is 299, and then you press enter, and then your profit must be 0. Okay. So to get the value, quantity of how many of the MP3 players that you need to sell in order for you to get the break even. So in Q, quantity, you press compute button. Means you need to sell 1,852 MP3 players. Okay. Alright. So the next question. Okay. This one also quite simple for compute the profit margin. Okay. So for this question, we are going to use profit worksheet. Profit worksheet is at number 3 button. Okay. You press second profit. You clear your worksheet first by pressing second clear work. Okay. For profit, the first one that you need to enter is a second profit. Okay. Okay, because you want to find the original cost, so you need to leave this value as a blank, as a 0. Okay, so you go to the next value, which is selling price. Your selling price is 125, and then you press enter. Okay, and the next one is your profit margin. Your profit margin is 20%, and then you press enter. So you go back to cost, and then you press compute. So you will get your original cost is 100 ringgit. Okay, right. So the next question will be, this is to compute cost, sell, and markup. Okay, so for this question, you are going to use the percent change or compound interest worksheet. Okay, it is at button number 5. Okay, so this is percent change and compound interest worksheet. So you press second number 5 button. Okay, you can start by clear your worksheet first. Okay, so the original cost of an item is 1899. The selling price is 2299. Find the markup. Okay, what is the percentage of the markup? So the old price is 1899. You press enter. Press arrow down, and the new value is 2299, and then you press enter. And then scroll down to get the percentage or percent markup, and then you press compute. Okay, the markup is at 21.06%. Okay, basically this is shows that is positive. Percent change is represent a percentage increase, but then if negative percent change is represent a percentage decrease. Okay, right. So for the next one, loan and investment. Okay, for this one, you need to use the same worksheet. Okay, because I'm going to show for the growth rate, which is number of periods. For the growth rate, number of period, by default it will be default value is 1. So it's normally used for compound interest calculation. So for this question, example number 12, you can press this worksheet, second percent change, and then because we have previous data, so you need to press clear work to delete all the previous data. Okay, so what is your old value is 500, and then you press enter, and then your new value is 750, and then you press enter. Okay, so you want to see the you want to compute the annual growth rate, so you move to the next one for the number of years. So you put the number of years equals to 5 years, okay, because it says there 5 years later, and then you press 5 and then click on enter. So you go back to the percent change and then you press compute. So the annual growth rate is 8.5%. Okay, for this part is quite straightforward. Whatever value that you have, you just key into the correct place, and then you press compute to get the final answer. So asterisk means your final answer. Okay, I think maybe the next one is the last example. Okay, so maybe I can show number 14. Okay, this is basically to find the to generate single variable statistic and find the linear regression equation for a set of data points. So for example, you have the data set of 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, and 6, 8. So you need to calculate the single variable statistic for all the values. Okay, so you need to use, for statistic part, you need to use data worksheet. So data worksheet is at button number 7. So press second data. Okay, so for first data set is 1 for X and 3 for Y. So you just need to key in the value X01 equals to 1, and then don't forget to press enter. If not, it will it didn't save your value. Okay, press enter, and then you go to the next row, y1 equals to 3, and then press enter. Okay, and then press enter for x2 equals to 3, and then enter, and then press arrow down, y2 equals to 4, and then enter, x3 equals to 4, enter, y3 equals to 6, enter, x4 equals to 6, enter, and then y4 equals to 8, and then enter. So basically, if you are not sure whether your value is correct or not, you can always press the arrow up button in order for you to check. Okay, let me check from my side. Okay, 1, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, and then 6, 8. Okay, so if all the value correct, in order to find the value of the variable statistic, you need to press second quit, means that you need to come up with data worksheet, and then you press statistic function is at button number 8. Okay, you press second statistic. Okay, so from here you need to find what are the type of regression that you want to find. So for example, this one is for linear. Okay, so if let's say you want to toggle the answer, you press second set. Okay, so it will change according to the value. Okay, so if we want to remain as linear, you press arrow down. Okay, so after that you will get the value. Okay, so in order for you to get all the value, you need to press arrow down. So what is the number of data set, and then what is the mean, median, and so on. Okay, so until this value. Okay, so in order for you to get the linear regression of for a series of data point. So for example, the equation is y equals to a plus b plus a plus bx. So you need to find what is the value of a. A equals to 1.62 plus what is the value of b. B equals to 1.04x. So this is the equation for the linear regression. Okay, so for the last, I think this is the last example. Okay, so for battery precaution, for TI BA2 plus, we are using this type of battery, CR2032, lithium button cell battery. So if let's say you found that your calculator, you cannot turn on your calculator, first maybe you need to check on the battery. Okay, you can try to change with a battery first in case you have any issue, then you can come back to us. Right. So the calculator come with 1 year of warranty. You need to provide the original receipt from us in order for you to say that it's still under warranty. Okay. Last but not least, this is our contact information. If you have any question on sales, you can email to sales@statworks.com in case you want to know the pricing. And then if you have any issue on technical part, you can email to techsupport@statworks.com. I'm very sorry because of the connection. Maybe I'm not sure, maybe today the connection is not that good, but we will update, we will post our videos into our YouTube channel maybe by tomorrow, so you can check from our YouTube channel. But in case you need any further training, you can contact us also at sales@statworks.com, right? Okay, let me check. Okay, I can see there's some of question that you all post here. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, for all these questions, because if you registered to the webinar, I can email you back with all the answers. Because I don't think, because now it's 7 already, we are running out of time. So whatever question that I have it here, I can email to those who are registered for this webinar. And then anything else? Maybe. Okay, thank you so much for to attend our webinar. I'm so sorry because of the connection. Maybe my colleague, my sales manager, Mr. Chu, want to say anything? Mr. Chu, do you want to say anything? Maybe on the pricing or so on? Okay, some of you asked, can we get the battery at normal bookshop, for example?
Thank you for attending the Zoom webinar. Anything you can call me. My number is 012-211-8416. Thank you.
Okay, one more thing. One of you asked, can we get the battery at normal bookshop? Yes, you can get from Mr. DIY also, but make sure the type of battery is the same as what as in the financial calculator lah. Okay, I think that's all for today. Okay, right. All of the questions I will answer through email. But then if anything, you can email me also at techsupport@statworks.com. I'm very sorry because of the the beginning of the webinar, maybe because of the internet connection. But if anything, you can email us. I think that's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye.